Hi, welcome back. Today I'm doing a Pageant Assumptions Tag video with Werner Wessels.
Hello.
Where we will be answering some of your assumptions about pageants that you sent to us via Instagram. So we hope you enjoy it. You must be slim or less than a certain weight to enter.
No.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
That's wrong. A lot of people might feel like you have to be very slim or less than a certain weight, and perhaps in the past it was like that, but I for one know that Miss South Africa especially and Miss World is more focused on being healthy. So it's not being a certain weight, it's about being healthy and portraying that positive image.
You are applying to become a role model. So, and being a role model is living a healthy and active lifestyle, I think personally. So it's not about being a certain weight, it really is about taking care of yourself, being healthy, and showing the younger generation that you can be healthy and active and live a great lifestyle, no matter if you're a size 6, 8, 10, 12.
Exactly.
You do the math.
Someone does your hair and makeup for you. Yes, so that is the wrongest assumption. Yes, on the night of the pageant, of the final, you have a whole team, helping you to look the best you can look. But during most of the preparations, most of
Miss South Africa,
especially your year afterwards as well, you have to be able to do your own hair and makeup. So that is a big part of the preparations that we went through as well. And you have to be able to do different looks with your hair and with your makeup in record time.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, what I do with my training is I want you to be as self-sufficient as you possibly can be. I want you to need as few people as possible, because we don't know what the circumstances are. We don't know if that other person likes someone better than they like you. So I need to make sure that you know how to do your makeup better than anyone else, your hair, and also so that you can kind of just go, especially before the pageants, Miss Universe and Miss World specifically, that you can kind of go into a bubble, don't need anybody around you. So by the time that they get there, the girls usually know their faces better than any makeup artist would. And I mean, that's how Rolene got to do her own makeup for her wedding, because no one can do her face the way that she can do it, because she knows it so well.
Dat daar 'n katterige atmosfeer tussen die dames is. So there's a lot of cattiness between the girls. And I think it depends from year to year. During my year, I didn't feel like I was probably just like, well, no, in my own world.
Exactly.
So I didn't realize it, but I didn't feel that there was any cattiness. Yes, about...
I feel the cattiness.
About a week beforehand, you've spent more than a month together, so yes, you feel pressurized, and there is, if you don't get along with everyone doesn't get along with everyone, so... But I don't feel like there were too much cattiness.
First, ever since I started working with Miss South Africa, I don't allow it at all. I have explained to the girls numerous times that if I just see you rolling your eyes at another woman, you won't win. Just because that's not the type of woman that we are looking for.
There's another assumption that says there are a lot of comparison between the girls. I feel like it's so important to know that there is comparison, but you are the one who kind of compare yourself to someone else. So being there, I remember that the worst part or the most difficult part was being able to focus on me and realize that I can't compare myself with anyone else, because I am not like anyone else. You are your biggest enemy when it comes to a pageant like Miss South Africa. To be able to only focus on you and realize this is who I am, this is what I can give. If they don't like it, that's it. Then there's something else for me. So yeah.
I'm never going to be a tall, beautiful black girl, so why compare myself?
You have to spend a lot of money or have a lot of money to be able to enter.
No, that is wrong. That is wrong. As with anything, I think if you want to be really prepared, you have to invest time, effort, some financial resources into that project, as you would with anything. I mean, if you want to play netball, you have to buy a netball, But nothing more so than anything else. I think at the end of the day, if you have your education, who you are, and you apply yourself to the competition, you can do incredibly well without spending.
And I think
lot
the
of money.
competition is actually moving toward trying to level the playing field.
Absolutely.
I mean,
So we
some
provide
of
them with
exactly.
with clothing, with shoes, with makeup, with hair.
The winner is chosen before the final night.
Yes, that's my answer.
Is it?
Yeah, that's my answer. Yes. And the only reason why I say this is you have closed-door interviews. And every pageant, whether it's Miss South Africa, whether it's Miss World or Miss Universe, every pageant has 3-4 weeks leading up to the finale, where you get to know people. Now, as we have all learned since we were this high, is that first impressions count. If you do not have a great interview, closed-door interview in front of the judging panel, I think you lose. I don't think you can come back from that. That's my own personal opinion.
I think I disagree with you. I do disagree with you, actually.
Okay.
I think obviously, through the whole process, the judges get to know you, they know whether they like you, they know what they like about you, they know whether they can see you as a winner, but I don't think the final winner is chosen on the night.
No, I don't think the final winner is chosen on the night, but I do think that if you, like the winner or the potential winners are already chosen beforehand.
I think when it comes to something like Miss World, where it's like almost 180 or 100 more different women, I think that they feel like they have a few favorites, but then again on the night, like literally anything can happen.
Anything can. You can still fall flat on your face.
Not that would change anything, but I think anything can happen. I think that a judge's choice can literally change on the night. I don't think it's over before the night, because why do you have the night then?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying that interviews are the most important part of a pageant.
That the most beautiful finalist will, in capital letters, win.
Just go and look at pageantry as a whole.
But it depends on what you see as the most beautiful finalist.
Beauty is subjective.
I know.
Like, we don't like the same features in people. So some people think that one girl is beautiful and
a sunflower, and I like a rose. And all of the judges are different. What do you like? I don't know.
A peony.
Okay. So the judges are different. I think it all depends, first of all, on the judges and what they like. And then also whether you're able to, like Werner always told me, like from the beginning, that Miss South Africa is a job interview. So what might be beautiful for a modeling competition is not necessarily beautiful for Miss South Africa.
Well, they say that different judges, different outcome.
Okay, that it is all just glitz and glam. So I'll be the first one to tell you that is not true. That is something that's not true. There's so many things that I went through as Miss South Africa and Miss World that were the complete opposite of glitz and glam. And the worst part is you have to look like it's all glitz and glam while you go through all of that.
It's ridiculous, yes.
Yes, so it's not all glitz and glam. It's literally, sometimes you're on your own. I remember as Miss World, our flight was delayed, and I was like literally left behind, and stuff like that happens, and you're in a hotel room and you have to get ready in like 10 minutes. You don't have anyone to help you. I literally sometimes phone the concierge and ask them to send a woman up to my room to just come help me button my dress up. It's not all glitz and glam. And the thing is that even though you might feel tired, you might feel sick, you have to go to an event, and that might be the first and the only chance that this little girl has to meet you. So you have to be able to be on fleek. Like literally.
Oh, look at her on fleek. Okay.
Like every moment of the day.
It's true, and I think that's the hard part, is that you can't be. People don't want you to be human.
So here is an assumption that's actually true.
Oh.
It used to be all about beauty, but recently it became a lot about beauty and brain. It's not like literally just beauty and brain. I think it's about the whole package and being able to be a role model to everyone out there. Literally from males to females, from girls to women, to have the full package. It's not only about what you look like. I think that's the main thing.
I think it's with everything in life. Pageantry has evolved. and it needed to in order to survive. In the 1960s and 70s, it was based mostly on beauty, which was fine because that was appropriate for the time. And yet, these days, it's about finding a woman that is considered beautiful. Absolutely, it's still part of it, it's still beauty pageant, but finding someone with a heart of gold, a heart of service, who wants. The one thing that I'm really proud of is every single woman that I've encountered and every single woman that I've trained. Someone asked me the other day, what do they all have in common? And I said the one thing that each and every one of them have in common is that they realized that their beauty was God-given and it wasn't something that they earned and wasn't something that they deserved necessarily, but that they decided that they were going to use that beauty for the greater good and push it back into charity and community service and to be of service to others, because that's what the platform is all about.
Werner works with all of the finalists.
I do. They are all my babies, my baby queens.
Yes. It used to be different.
It used to be different. So the first 5 years of my career, was it 5 or 6? I don't know. 5. I think it was 5.
Melinda was 2011.
2011, Melinda. Then you came in 20. I helped Marilyn. 2014. Then Liesel, then Tando, then Demi. So for the first 5 years, I did it privately. I only trained one girl, helped a few, but trained one girl every year because I didn't have the capacity to train more than that because I get so involved.
Like literally involved, like 24/7 on the phone.
Yeah,
involved.
like I'm probably the person that they speak to most, whether they like it or not. But then the Miss South Africa organization hired me and asked me to apply my techniques and my training methods to the actual competition. So now I don't train anybody personally anymore, but as soon as they become the top 16 or the top 12, they all become my babies and I train all of them, which is so much fun because now I have 16 girls that I love and that I work with, and they each have something special. And the great thing about what I train and how I train is that I've never applied the same technique to one girl. So it's not like I'm giving everybody a method and saying, oh, this is what you should do. It's every girl has something special already, and I'm just dragging.
It's about
them out
refining her story
and
getting
her
the best
strengths,
from you.
and then I take them internationally. So now I have lots of babies.
Yes. Jy moet lang hare hê om aan skoonheidskompetisies te kan deelneem. Okay.
No, you
No,
don't.
that is not
No,
true.
really.
I think that especially in today's day and age with different cultures, we have short hair, we have long hair, we have medium hair, we have curly hair, we have straight hair.
Miss Vietnam at Miss Universe last year had short hair.
Yeah.
We have afros this year. At Miss South Africa, we have short, beautiful hair, natural hair.
Yeah.
It really isn't about that. It's about really defining your own natural beauty.
Okay, the last one.
Dun, 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 dun.
You need to be able to think quickly on your feet and have perfect interview skills.
Yes and no.
Yes and no, yes. So part of it is true, part of it not. I think the true part is to be able to think quickly on your feet, especially with dealing with the media afterwards. I remember that some of the best advice I was given is that you can't take anything back once you've said it. And that's literally true. So think on your feet, be able to, to say what you need to say in the right ways. And then the wrong part is to have perfect interview skills. I think trying to be perfect in an interview literally does the opposite of what you wanted to do. As a Miss South Africa and Miss World, people want you to be relatable. They want you to be human. They don't want you to be perfect or give the perfect answer, because then you won't be yourself anymore.
I have this. It's not even a love-hate relationship. It's literally just a hate relationship with the word perfect, especially when it comes to my job. When it comes to beauty pageants, because that is the expectation, and it's the worst thing that you can ever tell anybody, and it's just so false in so many ways, because I hate perfection. Because first and foremost, you can't hate something that doesn't exist, because it literally cannot exist. See? Perfection. But it's such an important thing to have these young women understand that being perfect doesn't make you relatable. It doesn't make people like you. It doesn't make people want to listen to you, because immediately there's a barrier between you and your audience, because everybody that's listening to you sees this perfect person and they don't see anything of themselves in you. And that is how you are effective and great as a role model, is when people can say, oh, she's just like me, or wow, you know, she does the same thing that I do. And if you are just this perfect person who does everything great and wonderful, then no one can relate to you, no one can find something that they can see of themselves in you, and then immediately there's a barrier between you guys. So no perfect answers. I always say the best thing that can happen to you in an interview is to screw up.
No, that's true.
Is to say the wrong word, or is to not know something, or to say something wrong, because that is a moment that you can turn into a golden opportunity for people to see your personality and to see how you handle pressure or how you handle failure, and that you don't mind it, and then it actually makes people feel more comfortable with you when they see that you can actually take it and you're actually good with it.
Yeah. So I think in summary, like, there's no perfect for
There
Miss
is
South
no
Africa or
perfect.
Miss World or Miss Universe. There's literally no height requirements or weight requirements.
There's no box.
Or,
There's no
yes.
box.
I think you create, like, literally the judges don't look at you and compare you to someone else. They literally look at you as a package and decide, okay, can I work with this? Is this what we want this year? And
Miss
then-
Esa is clay.
Yeah.
Miss Esa is clay, and every year you get to mold the clay into something new and fresh and exciting, that will stand in its own right. There is no box. You have to be put into this certain box, or you have to do this, or we have to do that. It is whatever you bring and we find exciting and fresh and new, and that the public will understand and love and appreciate. That's what it is.
So that was
Assumptions
all of the
tag.
assumptions tag about pageant. So we really hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching.